Hi, how you doing? I'm Seth.
I'm Will.
And we're here for episode 3 of Ask Seth. So, a little tired today. Didn't get much in the way of sleep, so I might be pretty mush-mouthed today, but see how it goes.
I'm on the same boat.
We're
so,
here.
yeah.
Get all dressed up for nothing, right?
Yep.
So, anyways, we're going to hit on Cox versus AT&T today.
This is a big one right here.
But first, we want to thank a couple of our YouTube subscribers. We had Jorge. Hi, Jorge. Said, very helpful. He was talking about how to fix Sonos and various problems. We actually had a couple how to fix Sonos people. We had another guy, don't remember his name right now, sorry guy, but it was about guest networks.
Yeah.
And you can't use guest networks with Sonos, so he said, thank you, you fixed the issue, wish I could get that 6 hours of my life back.
Yeah.
So I'll have to look back on there, see what his name was, but thanks you.
Yep.
We had another one, she actually responded on a couple. Kathy M said, yes, it finally works. I couldn't remember all this because I'm so tired. Your videos are so easy to follow. Thank you for them. And this was Will's screen mirroring with Apple TV.
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah, we've done a few on Apple TV and Sonos. So yeah, glad to know we're helping.
Yep. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. If we get enough subscribers, I think we'll get like the equivalent of like a free hamburger or something like that a year.
And then after that, a cheeseburger.
That'd be great. Will work for food. Please like and subscribe, and then we can maybe eat something.
Have a free dinner.
That'd be nice. Yeah. So, anyways, enough of this nonsense. Let's talk about Cox versus AT&T.
Let's jump into it.
So years ago, we would tell all of our clients, don't touch AT&T with a 10-foot pole. Horrendous.
Yeah.
Bad, and it was down to you couldn't get a human on the phone.
Nope.
You couldn't get technicians to fix anything. The product was buggy. And lots changed
over
the last few years here. So now I think it's a viable question, at least in our area. We're in San Diego, California.
Definitely,
it might be different where you live. But so here are a couple of the pros and cons of Cox versus AT&T. So one of the big pros for AT&T is going to be your upload speed. So most of you may be familiar with download speed, upload speed. Factored in megabits per second, and you'll normally see where your download is going to be much faster than your upload. Mm-hmm. And the thing with AT&T and where it really does a great job over Cox cable is with the upload speed. So as an example, in our area, Cox gives you anywhere from about 5 megabits per second upload to 35. So their best plan is 1,000 down, but it's only 35 up.
Yeah, they put a cap on it.
AT&T, I am so tired, I don't even remember. But I know that the one we just did for our client Kevin, he had a max of 300. I think they're maxed out at 300 here in our area. So let's say we are efficient today and we take this YouTube video and we flop it up onto YouTube.
Yeah.
That normally, if I'm doing it from my house where I have slow Cox service, I have 10 megabits up.
It's going to take an 10.
It's going to take an hour and a half. I got 100 down, but I got only 10 up.
Yeah.
It's going to take an hour and a half. If we do this at Kevin's house, where we just finished his job and he has AT&T, it would take 3 minutes. So 3 minutes are much better than 90 minutes, especially when you're trying to do other things. So
help you be more efficient, with that upload speed, 100%.
Yep. So upload's real important for you YouTube people, for you gamers, and as Mark over here also said earlier, for cameras. So if you have IP cameras, they're big bandwidth hogs. So that's where having a high upload is really important. So I would
Ring cameras, Google Nest, CCTV, that type of IP camera. Right?
Yep. Or your standard Luma is one of the lines that we sell.
Luma's a good one.
I see real time a bunch of these. So bottom line, you got cameras, you want high upload. So and we've had jobs where we've wanted to do cameras for a client, but they can't. Like we have a couple clients that own their own mountain. It'd be kind of nice to own your own mountain. But when you own a mountain, your services are horrible. You've got satellite internet, which is very, very slow. So.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage owns an island, so his Wi-Fi is probably pretty shoddy out there.
Probably not great.
No.
So you gotta weigh the trade-offs. I'd say it's definitely more important to have better Wi-Fi than own your own tropical island.
It kind of is, yeah. But when you've been gone in 60 seconds and a bunch of awesome Con Air, a bunch of awesome movies, maybe your head's not all there.
Probably. So, so we got, that's a pro to AT&T, right? Second pro, I'd say to AT&T is they use their own employees for installs. Cox used to do that. Now they have contractors, guys that'll drive around in a 1974 hoopty that says I am a Cox installer on the little flop-on magnet
yeah,
on the side.
Yeah, if you see the 20-foot extension ladder on an older Ford Explorer with the magnet sticker on the side, that's a contractor, and he's probably going to pass that job on to someone else or pawn it off without relaying info.
Yeah.
Which is the reality part of it.
And that's what we just dealt with.
Yeah.
So we just dealt with a job that new house, all Cox had to do was just basically set up service. And it took 5 separate trips. And after the second one, we were calling them, hey, I need your supervisor. You need 2 people there to do this. You got that supervisor? Oh, yes, I have. Here's the supervisor on this side. I've got it. You're sure? Yes, no problem. Okay, we just want to make sure everything goes fine. And of course, the next day, Cox comes with 1 guy. Oh, I can't do this myself. Took 5 trips. It took weeks. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
AT&T, they have their guys. They know what's going on. Cox, when they normally had the 5th guy come there, he goes, oh, this is fine. I can do it myself. But the other 4 trips, so between them, however many people that was, none of them knew how to do it.
No,
so,
and this was a big job. I mean, $60,000 client, and, you know, potentially made us look bad or like flakes when it was Cox that dropped the ball.
Yeah.
We were coordinating perfect with them and passing along the info, and we're actually we let them know before the first call what was going on so they can relay the info to send us the right amount of guys and be prepared, and they dropped the ball 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah, that was frustrating. That was a big waste of time. And frustrating for the client as well.
Yeah, that's the main part for sure.
So I'd say that's a pro to AT&T. They got their own guys.
100%.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two. One of the pros of Cox cable, though, would be visibility into the modem. So let's say you have a very important role. So we had one of our clients this just went down. They're having internet issues. I don't know what the guy does. He somehow is responsible for medications and COVID vaccinations across the nation and getting them out to thousands of doctors. So I don't know what his role is, but sounds important, right?
Yeah.
And he was having internet issues. With AT&T, you have very limited visibility into their gateway, the piece that's giving you internet, thing like the modem. So a lot of times when you call any cable company, hey, you're experiencing problems. Is there any problem on your end? Oh, no, everything's fine.
Everything's always fine.
Right, and we have a lot of gear we can install into our jobs that let us know when things aren't fine. So we have many times we're like, no, things aren't fine. But if you don't have that visibility, it's harder to see that. With Cox, there's a way to be able to see into their modem to see what's going on with problems.
Yeah.
So if you're super I need internet guy, it's probably better to have something that gives you that enhanced visibility, and that would be a pro to going with Cox.
Yeah, 100%.
Over AT&T.
Yeah.
Talk about price. Price is pretty much the same. AT&T initially will go, hey, we are $79 a month for every single service, phone, TV, internet. Your Cox bill might be $200. And you go, oh, this is great. But then you get your bill the next year, and AT&T, your head physically explodes. It's like scanners.
Yeah. The balloon payment.
All of a sudden, they go, oh, your bill is now $240. Like, what are you talking about? What happened to this $80 stuff?
Yeah. Once you get that bill, the balloon payment bill, you're over it. You're like, okay, I'm
going to go somewhere else. Cox. Yeah.
And then you mentioned that's when you get creative and you go with the Mrs. or the Mr. or sign it up under another family member's name to get that price back.
Yeah. You were mentioning before about signing up your dog or something.
I remember at Columbia House or BMI CDs at 10 CDs for 3 cents.
Those were great, great. So those are the old days.
I got some cool stuff from that. Cypress Hill, Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And Paula Abdul.
I was in the '80s, so some of mine was a little bit earlier.
Okay.
But I did get many tapes that way.
Oh yeah.
So
score.
So the price normally ends up being roughly the same. I wouldn't base it solely on price. I'd base it on some of these other services. But those are really the pros and cons that we see to Cox versus AT&T. So kind of just know your situation. If you do have any questions about what might be best for you, feel free to chime in on our YouTube page and ask some questions, and hopefully we can answer it for you. And
just one more thing. Be wary of the new company coming up to your door saying, hey, we got the new latest and greatest internet with the new name. If your internet's fine and doing the job, don't change it. Keep it the same, because custom, your smart home, it all depends on that network, and they can come in and ruin all that, and then you're going to have to pay us to come in. Actually, that's a good thing, but it can cause a whole lot of headache.
That's a great point. We had a client of ours, Sheila, who somebody just came to her door. Hey, you're only getting 300. our new service will give you 1,000, and this is going to make your Facebook much faster. So she called us. She's like, should I change? I'm like, no, this guy's insane. He has no idea what he's talking about. But yeah, anyways, that was a great point.
Yeah, be wary on that. But yeah,
but thank you very much. Please like and subscribe so again we can get the equivalent of a free hamburger someday.
We want a hamburger eventually.
And we want to help you. So it's a win-win right there, right?
There we go.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.